Hi there, so this is what an unedited video looks like. As you can see, I had to come from the phone because I had to hit the button, record, then walk to the place where I'm sitting, and then start talking. This is what an unedited video looks like. In some cases, you don't even have to edit your videos, right? So in one of my tutorials, for example, the piano thing, where it was on top, I could just reach up, do this, and start talking. If there are no cuts, right? So I prefer filming in one go without any cuts unless it's necessary or I messed something up, then you have to cut it. But if it's one take, then just go and record and you're fine. In this case also I stood up. I will leave this in just for you to see. Maybe I won't even cut the other videos because it's not quite necessary, right? I think. So only edit the things that are necessary. So if you said something that's wrong, if you made a huge mistake, if you said something, if you said a word completely wrong, you can go ahead and edit it. And since you use your smartphone, you have a joker, because your smartphone is such a capable machine and there's a huge variety of apps around. So go to the Play Store, find a video editor. There are usually tons of them. For Apple, it's pre-installed. For Samsung, it's also pre-installed, so if you have an Apple or Samsung smartphone, fantastic, you don't even need to go look for software. So for Apple, it's called iMovie. So once you're done with filming, you import all your clips and you cut them, you can add text to them. That's usually what I do, I add some text to it sometimes. I can add some transitions to it when I cut. I can cut it, obviously. You can add music to it, you might not want to do that. Basically everything like that. So Apple, go to iMovie, use iMovie to edit your videos and export them. And then for Samsung, use the built-in video editor. There's like an extended version of it, which you can download for free if you have Samsung phones. Just download that one because in that one you can do some more things. It's just called Video Editor really, and it's available on the Samsung store. It's free. And if you have another phone, like Huawei or anything like that, there usually is an editor built in of sorts, maybe a really basic one. See if it fits, if it has all the functionality which you need. If it doesn't, go to the Play Store and download something further, right? Something that's more professional. There's tons of stuff like that on the Play Store or on your like Samsung store or whatever, right? It's absolutely fine. So only do as much editing as you need. I sometimes see courses which are over-edited, right? So where someone is talking about something, and that's really everything there. It's just like this. And they have like things flying around. They have like slides which just pop up in the middle of a talking head video. Like over my head, there now is a slide where people go through PowerPoints, and then there's like a fancy animation there, and like a fancy transition there, and some weird sound there. It looks good, of course, it looks professional, but I don't think it's necessary to film a good course. So I hope my course was informative for you so far, and basically that's my approach, right? So do only what's necessary, don't do anything that's not necessary. So let's say you invest 80% and you get 95% of the result, but in order to get the last 5%, you have to invest more actually. So it's like investing 50% for like the basic filming and editing, just like this now, and you have invest just as much time to edit what you already have to make it look fancy, and the effect it has is just 5%, right? So maybe consider that. You can, of course, once you're done with the smartphone, you can import it onto your computer, use Windows Movie Maker or some other freeware which exists there to add transitions, to add text and stuff like that. You can do this, of course. There's tons of free editing software out there for just the cutting, adding text, doing transitions, stuff like this. There's tons of stuff out there. Just go look for it and you'll find it. But I recommend just doing it on your phone because you have everything on your phone and it's just convenient. And most times the editors on your phone are better than the ones on your laptop, like Windows Movie Maker, which is not that great. So if you don't find a good editor, maybe don't use a Windows Movie Maker. Maybe not the best option there. So that's basically it, right? Once you're done filming, you go ahead and edit what you need to edit the mistakes out, try to shrink the video sometimes, cut the ends where you walk to the camera and walk back to the camera. Maybe cut this out or leave it in, like in this video. It depends on you, but Udemy doesn't really care about this usually. So when you want to get your course approved, they usually don't care about stuff like this. They care about good audio quality, they care about good image quality, they care about a good landing page and stuff like this, where you have to write your course name and stuff like that. But that's also just up to you, right? And we'll talk about this maybe in the next session, just briefly, so you know what to do. Okay.